Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Naiad Productions' One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. The performance will begin shortly. Please turn off all mobile phones. No smoking is allowed, no photography, and no video. No eating or drinking in the auditorium. There will be a 15-minute intermission. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
You hear it, Papa? The Black Machine. They got it going 18 stories down below the ground. They're putting people in one end, and out comes what they want. The way to do it, Papa, each night they tip the world on its side, and everybody loose goes rattling to the bottom. Then, they hook him up by the heels, and they hang him up, and cut him open. Only by that time, they got no innards, just some beat up gears and stuff, and all they bleed is rust. You think I'm raving, because it sounds too awful to be true, but my God. There are such a lot of things that's true, even if they never really happened.
Well, here's the chief.
Super cheap.
Oh, deep and done.
Just had his breakfast and raring to go.
Don't you know better? Don't you know if you keep to your room till that bell ring? Oh, look at him shagging. Big enough to eat apples off my head and he's scared like a baby.
Oh, what you want, baby? You want your broom?
Go get his broom. Oh, Chief Broom, are you being a good loony today? Huh?
That's it. He wants his broom.
Oh, Chief Broom. That's it, baby.
Start
That's
sleeping, baby.
Oh, Chief Broom.
Oh, proof, Bronson.
If you don't mind, boys, I don't think it wise to group up and stand around like that. Mean old Monday morning, you know. Such a lot to get done.
Yeah, Miss Ratchet.
Warren, I think you should start by getting poor Mr. Bromden shaved. Williams, you have dormitory duty, don't you?
Yeah, Miss Ratchet.
That's just fine.
Good morning, Miss Ratchet. I'm sorry I'm late, but I went to midnight mass and then I...
Never mind. We'd best get started, hadn't we? Medication. All patients to the day room. Medication. Good morning, Mr. Harding.
Are you sure? Dear Lord, for the tranquility we are about to receive, we thank thee.
Billy, dear, I spoke to your mother last night. I had to tell her
What did you say?
that you are very sorry and have promised not to try it again.
Thank you, Miss Ratchet.
Now drink it all, dear. Good morning, Mr. Scanlon. Mr. Cheswick.
Wait a shake, honey. What are these?
Medication?
Christ, I can see that. What kind?
Just swallow it, Mr. Cheswick, for me.
Don't give me that crap. All I want to know, for the love of God,
It's all right.
what do you mean it's all right? You know, that's what I'm saying. You just shove any old shit at a
You don't
guy.
have to take them.
I don't? Well, that's okay then.
Good morning, Mr. Martini.
Morning!
Mr. Ruffin. Williams, we have a new admission today. I would like you to meet him at receiving.
Yeah, Miss Ratchet.
Miss Lynn, I'll be in the staff room. Behave yourself, boys.
Behave yourself, boys. What choice we got?
Back here, you dumb redskin! Damn it! Don't like this, huh? Have to say I like the look in your eye. Yeah, that's something better.
Look out there!
Sweet thing. Want some help?
I don't need any, thank you.
Your deal, Martini.
Huh? Oh! Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
Knock it off, Martini. There's no one there.
Are you sure?
Yeah, there's only 4 of us.
Oh, okay.
For God's sake, Martini, will you stop hallucinating? Give me the cards.
What's funny?
Oh, that mousy little nurse over there. Reminds me of the first time I ever saw a girl take off her clothes. I was 8, see, and I was sitting up in a tree, looking through a bedroom window, and by the time she got down to her little panties, I was shaking so hard I nearly fell out of the freaking tree.
That's it, Billy. Write it down.
We're supposed to.
Yeah, get a gold star by your name.
You write down everything I say.
Yeah, I'm gonna write down some things you did.
Oh, shut up, you two! Oh, for God's sake, this place is a madhouse! Fellow psychopaths, as president of the Patients' Council, I, Dale Harding, do hereby decree 10 seconds of blessed, therapeutic silence.
How funny you are so wrong. I don't know this and I don't know that. You get the hell away from me, I'll take you. Well, morning, buddies. Mighty nice fall day. Damn, what a sorry-looking bunch.
Now, see him.
Get away from me, boy. Give me a minute to look around my new home, will ya? What the hell? I've never been at an Institute of Psychology before. My name's McMurphy, buddies. R.P. McMurphy, and I am a gambling fool. What's this you're playing? Pinochle? Jesus, ain't you got a straight deck around here? Well, say hey. Here we go. I brought along one of my own, just in case. Every card a picture. Check out those pictures, huh? 52 positions, boys, and every one of them different. Now, easy now. Don't smudge them. We got lots of time, lots of games. You see, buddies, what happened is, I got in a couple of hassles over at the work farm and the court. Well, they done ruled that I'm a psychopath. What do you think I'm gonna argue with the court? Shoo! You bet your bottom dollar I don't. If it gets me out of them damn pea fields, I'll be whatever the little heart desires, be it psychopath, mad dog, or werewolf. So I never see another Reagan hoe to my dying day. And will you get the fuck away from me?
Mister, we got rules. I gotta take your temperature and I gotta
All
get
you
you showered.
gotta do is let me get acquainted with my new buddies here. And if you do one thing more.
All right, fella. You're asking for it. You're gonna get it.
Now, that's a whole deal better. Now, we get something settled. Which one of you is the bull goose loony? I'm asking, which one of you is the bull goose loony?
Well, it's not me, mister. I'm not the bull goose loony. Although you could say I'm next in line for the job.
Well, I'm mighty glad that you're next in line for the job. But see, as how I'm thinking of taking over the whole shebang, maybe you better take me to your leader.
Mr. Harding, you're president of the Patients' Council. Could you...
Does this gentleman have an appointment?
Do you have an appointment, Mr. Murphy? Mr. Harding is a busy man.
This busy man Harding, is he the bull goose loony?
That's right.
Well, you tell him that R.P. McMurphy is waiting, and that this nut house ain't big enough for the two of us. You tell him that he meets me man to man, or he's a yaller skunk and better be out of town by sunset.
Billy, you tell this young upstart McMurphy that I'll meet him in the main hall at high noon, and we'll settle this affair once and for all, man to man, with libidos ablazing.
Billy! Tell him that R.P. McMurphy is used to be a top man in every situation. So if he's bound to be a loony, he's gonna be the biggest goddamn one of all. There, by God. Didn't even spill a drop of blood. Now, who's the rest of these spellers?
Well, on this side of the room, we're the acutes.
What's acute about you?
It means we're presumably curable. Over there, the chronics, a walker, and a vegetable.
And they ain't curable? What the hell? Look, R.P. McMurphy, how'd you do? Randall P. McMurphy.
Got any cigarettes?
Nothing but. Get it? Buddy, how are ya? Careful! What's this you're making?
A bomb to blow up the whole stinking world.
You got competition. Now, buddy, my name is R.P. McMurphy, and I do not like to see a grown man sloshing around his own water. Why don't you go get dried up?
Pull the nails out.
Okay.
Fuck them all!
Well, wait. What do we have here?
That's Chief Bromden.
What's your story, Big Chief?
He can't hear you. He's deaf and dumb.
What do they got him strapped down for? I don't like that one bit. No, sir. I mean, that just ain't dignified. Say, would you get your full growth? You could be pretty good sized. What tribe is he?
I don't know. He was here when I came.
According to the doctor, he's a Columbia River Indian, one of those who used to live up by the waterfalls. But apparently the tribe is now defunct.
Is that right, Chief? You defunct?
He can't hear a word you say.
Mr. McMurphy,
Well, howdy, ma'am.
I'll take that. Aid Williams tells me you are being difficult.
Me?
I understand you refuse to take your admission shower.
Well, ma'am, that's that. They showered me last night at the courthouse and before that over at the jail. I swear, they would have washed my ears out for me on the way over. They could have found the facilities.
That is quite amusing. But you must realize our policies are engineered for your cure, which means cooperation.
Oh, ma'am, I will cooperate from hell till Thursday, but you wouldn't want me to be unpolite. I mean, I had to get to know my new buddies.
Please understand, I do appreciate your efforts to orient with other patients, but everything in its own time, you must follow the rules.
You know, ma'am, that's the exact thing someone always tells me about the rules. Just when I'm thinking of breaking every one of them.
New admission, Papa. Now they gotta fix him with controls. They got wires running to each man, and units planted in our heads. There's magnets in the floor so we can walk no way. But what they want, we got stone brains, cast iron guts, and copper where they took away our nerves. We got cog wheels in our bellies and a will to grin. And every time they throw a switch, it turns us on or off. They got a network clear across the land. Factories like this, for fixing up mistakes they made outside. The Combine, Papa. Big. Big. Oh yes, there is too such a thing. They got me way back ago. the way to get to you.
Well, hey, yeah, come on, suckers, you hit or you sit. Well, what do you know? The king's showing the boy wants the cards are coming to you. Too bad, it's a little lady for the lad, and he's over the hill, down the road, up the hill, and dropped his load. It's coming to you, Mr. Scanlon. I wish some asshole in that nurse's hothouse would turn down that mother-loving music. Wait, such a rat in my life.
Yes?
Come on, turn off that goddamn noise.
Yes, Mr. McMurphy.
Guess what?
Yes, I would mind. Music is considered therapeutic.
What in the hell is therapeutic, my lord's well?
Please don't lean on the glass. It makes finger marks.
Horse manure.
Mr. McMurphy, I should point out we have a rule against gambling.
Oh, we're just playing for cigarettes.
Are you sure those cigarettes don't represent something else?
Yeah. Hell of a lot of smoke. You know, you girls ought to learn to laugh it up a little. That was a good point she brought up. How about we sweep the game?
Where would we get money?
Stop, kid. I found out a few things about this place while I got sent over. Damn near half you boys in here pulling compensation, $300-400 a month. And ain't drawing nothing but dust, so all you gotta do, sign a few IOUs.
All right with me.
Let's say 8 cigarettes for the quarter.
Okay.
Run it, all right, here we go.
Mr. McMurphy, I should remind you, no gambling for money.
Say it's on a two-way system.
No, but Miss Ratchet is a human radio.
Is, huh? I just might have to pull her plug. All right, there you sit, Professor, with a deuce showing. Here's a pack of Marlboro, says you back down. What now?
Group meeting. Time for group meeting.
What's going on?
Group therapy. Every day this time.
Mr. McMurphy, would you care to join us? Now, who would like to begin?
I guess I ought to talk about this. It was on account of my mother. Every time she comes to visit, she leaves me feeling just awful.
Your mother loves you, Billy.
Billy, darling, Billy, baby.
I know. That's the trouble. I'm such a disappointment to her, but she won't admit it. She won't see me like I am. I say to her, Mama, I'm not right in the head. I can't even talk straight, but she goes right on, and pretty soon I want to kill myself, so I try.
Is it possible you might be trying to punish her?
Sure, it's possible. Miss Ratchet, couldn't we talk about someone else?
You really ought to face it, Billy. Very well. At the close of Friday's meeting, we were discussing Mr. Harding's young wife and how she is extremely well endowed in the bosom. Would anyone care to touch upon this further?
Touch upon what?
The subject matter.
Oh, I thought you meant touch upon her.
According to notes entered by various... Oh. Good afternoon, Doctor.
Sorry.
We were just discussing Mr. Harding's relations with his wife.
Whose wife? Oh, yeah. I see her.
Where?
Oh, mamma mia! Una babona! La figura d'un deo! Ma palungare!
Well, my God, what I wouldn't give for that man's eyes.
McMurphy, Randall Patrick, committed by the state for diagnosis and possible treatment. 35 years old, never married, a history of drunkenness, assault and battery, disturbing the peace, repeated gambling, 1 arrest for rape.
Statutory.
With a child of 15.
She said she was 17 and she was more than willing.
A court doctor's examination of the...
She was so willing I took the padlock in my pants.
Our new admission doctor.
Oh.
Oh.
It seems you've no previous history. Any time spent in other institutions?
Well, sir, including state and county cooling.
Mental institutions.
No, this is my first trip. But I am crazy, Doc. I swear. Here, let me show you. That other doctor over there at the work farm. Oh, yeah, here it is. Repeated outbreaks of passion that suggest the possible diagnosis of psychopath. I mean, the way you put it, Doc, psychopath means I fight and fuck. I mean, excuse me, I'm overzealous in my sexual relations. I mean, Doc, is that real serious? I mean, you ever been troubled by it?
No, Mr. McMurphy. I'll admit I haven't.
Nothing about fighting I can understand, but who ever heard of a man getting too much poozle?
I am interested in this statement, though. Don't overlook the possibility that this man might be feigning psychosis to escape the drudgery of the work farm. Well, Mr. McMurphy, what about that?
Do I look like a sane man to you, Doc?
Doctor, perhaps you might point out the protocol of these meetings.
Yes, the first rule is that all patients must remain seated.
Well, why, sure, Doc.
We operate on the principle of a therapeutic community.
The which?
A therapeutic community. That means that this ward is society in miniature. And since society determines who is sane and who isn't, you must measure up. Our goal here is a completely democratic ward, governed by the patients, working to restore you to the outside. The important thing is not to let anything fester inside. Talk, discuss, confess. If you hear another patient say something of significance, write it down in the logbook for everyone to see. Do you know what this procedure is called?
Squealing?
A group therapy. Help yourself, and your friends probe the subconscious. Bring out some of those old guilts into the open.
What guilt?
Well, you have them, otherwise you wouldn't be here.
Oh, yeah, well, I think I'm beginning to catch on.
Well, excellent.
Like this dream I had the other night. Can you maybe tell me what it means? See, it was like me in the dream, only it wasn't me. It was somebody that looked like me, like my pappy.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was my pappy for sure, because when I saw him in the dream, he had a big iron bolt through his jawbone, just like my daddy used to have.
Your father had an iron bolt through his jawbone?
A regular Frankenstein.
Well, I must admit, I don't think I've ever heard of a
Doctor,
similar.
I think Mr. McMurphy might learn best by example. According to notes entered by various patients in the logbook, Mr. Harding has stated he felt uneasy when walking with his wife on the street because of the manner in which other men stared at her. He has further said, quote,
She damn well gives them reason to stare, unquote.
he has also been heard to say he may give her reason to seek sexual attention elsewhere. What reason, Dale?
Well, I can't say that I've been notably ardent.
Do you mean sexually inadequate?
Maybe she's just plain too hot for him. That it, Harding?
I'll bet he's afraid of her.
Not afraid.
Okay, scared.
It might be fair to say intimidated.
Same thing.
He has further stated that his wife's ample bosom gives him a feeling of inferiority.
So why does he marry a broad with such big knockers to begin with?
I'll bet he's got a mother fixation.
I'll bet he was never weaned.
That's not so! I wanted a womanly woman, one who would not compete, but who might help me to
She has commented, Dale, that she finds you less than masculine.
Yeah, like the way you use your hands. How about it, Harding?
You chose a woman who was obviously your inferior. Don't you find significance in that?
Oh, yes, of course, but I theorized. It seemed to me, sexually at least.
Yeah, you're always saying she's such a good lay.
Yeah. What happens in the sack?
Complete psychic impotence. Oh, damn! Why do I always cry?
Say, Harding, wouldn't it be a lot easier if you just came and admit you're a faggot?
All right, knock it off!
Mr. McMurray.
You leave him alone!
Sit down.
Listen, buddy, you don't have to take this shit!
Doctor, I suggest we close the meeting.
Oh?
Close it until discipline has further improved.
Say, buddy, is that how these little meetings usually go? Bunch of chickens at a pecking party?
Pecking party? I haven't the faintest notion what you're talking about.
Why, I'll just explain it. The flock gets sight of a spot of blood on some chicken, and they all go to pecking at it, see? Till there's nothing left but blood and bone and feathers. Only usually, a couple of the flock get spotted in the fracas, and then it's their turn.
A pecking party? Well, that certainly is a pleasant analogy, my friend.
That's right, my friend. That's exactly what this little meeting reminded me of.
Well, I suppose that makes me the chicken with the spot of blood, eh, friend?
That's right, friend. And you want who pecks the first peck? It's that old nurse, that's who.
So it's as simple as that. As stupidly simple as that. You've been on our ward 6 hours and you've already simplified the work of Freud, Jung, and Maxwell Jones and summed it up in one analogy. It's a pecking party.
I'm not talking about Fred Young or Who's It Jones, buddy. I'm talking about that crummy little meeting what that nurse did to you.
Did to me?
In spades.
Oh, this is incredible. You completely disregard the fact that everything she did was for my benefit.
Horse shit.
I'm disappointed in you, my friend. I had judged you were more intelligent, but it's evident I made a mistake.
Well, the hell with you, buddy.
Oh, yes. I also noticed your primitive brutality. Psychopath with definite sadistic tendencies, possibly motivated by unreasoning egomania. And those talents certainly qualify you as a therapist, my friend. Oh, yes, they render you quite capable of criticizing Miss Ratchet. Although she is a highly regarded psychiatric nurse with 20 years' experience in the field. But you, no doubt, with your talents, could probably work subconscious miracles. Soothe the aching id and heal the wounded superego. Why, you could probably cure the whole ward, vegetables and all, in 6 months, ladies and gentlemen, or your money back!
You really saying this crap that went on here today is doing some kind of good?
Why else would we subject ourselves to it? Miss Ratchet may be a very strict lady, but she's not some kind of monster chicken pecking our eyes out.
Oh, no, buddy. She ain't pecking at your eyes. She's aiming right straight at the family jewels.
Miss Ratchet? Why, she's like a mother. A tender mother.
Give me that tender mother crap. She's a ball cutter from way back.
Why, see here, my friend, my psychopathic sidekick. Miss Ratchet is a veritable angel of mercy, and why, everybody knows it. She's unselfish as the wind, toiling thanklessly day in, day out, 7 days a week for the good of all. She has no life, no husband, nothing but her work, and everybody knows it. Do you think she enjoys being stern with us, asking those questions, probing our subconscious until it hurts? Oh no, my egomaniac buddy. She is dedicated. She gives every bit of herself. She desires nothing more on earth than to see us walk out of here adjusted and capable once more of coping with life. So you're wrong, I assure you. Our Miss Ratchet is the kindest, the sweetest, the most benevolent woman that I have ever The bitch! The bitch!
You're right about all of it.
Okay. Why don't you do something?
Why? Because the world belongs to the strong, my friend. The rabbit recognizes the strength of the wolf, so he digs holes and he hides when the wolf is about. He doesn't challenge the wolf to combat. Oh no, Mr. McMurphy. I'm not a chicken. I'm a rabbit. All of us here. Rabbits. Billy, hop around for Mr. McMurphy here. Cheswick, show him how furry you are. Bit bashful. How sweet.
Shut your mouth.
All right, friend. What would you have us do?
Raise Jack and tell her to go to hell.
Try it, buddy. They'll ship you right up to the stern.
Or down to the shock shop.
The witch?
Electroshock therapy, my friend. A device which combines the best features of the sleeping pill, the electric chair, and the torture rack.
Are you kidding me?
Hell no.
They strap you to a table. You're touched on either side of the head with wires. Zap! Therapy and punishment in one shocking package. Chief Broom there, he's had over 200 treatments.
What about that little fart of a doctor?
She requires his approval, but that's just a formality. He's got 200 patients, a bleeding ulcer, and absolutely no desire to make waves. Oh, what's the matter, friend? Are you losing your revolutionary spirit?
What about this Democratic ward stuff? Why don't you take a vote?
What do we vote?
That the big nurse can't ask us any more questions.
You can't look at us a certain way.
Can't send us to the shock shop.
Tell us, friend, what should we vote?
Well, hell, anything! Well, don't you see you guys gotta do something to show you still got balls? You say the chief is scared? I never seen a scared looking bunch in my life.
I'm not!
Well, no skin off my ass.
How true.
I sure don't want some old fiend of a nurse chasing after me with 3,000 volts.
Naturally.
So what the hell?
Oh, Mr. McMurphy, welcome to the club.
You say she can't do nothing unless she gets your goat.
That's right.
Like makes you crack up in some way, like busting her nose or cussing her out.
You'd be safe as long as you kept your temper.
Okay. Okay, all right. You birds think you got the champ there? How'd you like to put some money on it?
On what?
That I can get the best of her.
You propose to make a wager on that?
I'm wagering that I can put a burr up that nurse's butt within a week. That I can bug her so she comes apart at them neat little seams and shows you guys she ain't unbeatable. 1 week, boys. And if I ain't got her, where she don't know whether to shit or go blind, the money is yours.
Oh boy.
Who's got $10 they want to lose? Come on, buddies. You hit or you sit.
Mr. McMurphy, this deserves odds. $20 to your 10 that you can't do it.
Hey ya, step right up. Spin of the wheel, a turn of the card, the battle of the century. 1 week, 7 days, R.P. McMurphy versus a big nurse to a knockout decision or draw. 2 to 1 is the odd, boys. Hey ya, get your money down.
I bet $5.
5 for the Roadrunner.
Gentlemen, it's time for occupational therapy. Mr. McMurphy, what was that activity?
Well, we're just playing a little game.
Are you sure it wasn't some form of gambling?
Why, no, ma'am. Gambling? Yeah, this is a sure thing.
You see that, Papa? They got the place on automatic pilot for the night. It's in the night. They do the things to us they want. Things too horrible for they. And if they're not ain't long enough, they slow it down. Oh yes, Papa. That's a fact. They got fake time they can speed up or slow down. I've seen 3 months go by once in an hour. I've seen 3 days go by like this.
There you are, babies. Don't want to lose you. Hey, Chief, sack time. What are you doing? Holy key rice from 10,000 pieces of gum. Is that way you keep it, Chief? Hold on a second. We can do better than that. Juicy fruit okay? There you go, Injun. Put a nice presentation in your mouth. Oh, somebody come. You know, Chief, when I hollered, you sure did jump. I thought somebody told me you was deaf.
This place is a mess. Finger marks and smooches.
Scuff marks all over the place.
Big nurse, see this? She raised sand for sure.
And she hit us with that big brown bag.
I know, every single time. Hey, Williams, come here. Quick. Why don't we just beat her back?
Go, man.
First we slug her with this can.
Get her down.
Prise open her mouth.
And shove this whole damn mess inside.
Ram it to the bottom with a mop. Go for it.
Oh, your horses are hungry, that's what she did say. So come sit beside me and feed them some hay. Morning, boys. Well, my horses ain't hungry, they won't eat your hay. So fare thee well, darling, I'll be on my way. Stay there, old buddy. What's the chance to get some toothpaste for my grinders?
You don't open the cabinet at 6:45.
That's where it is, locked in the cabinet.
That's right.
Now, well, now, why do you reckon they keep the toothpaste locked up? I mean, it ain't like it's dangerous.
Well, it's parsley, that's a reason.
Board policy, now, why?
Well, what do you suppose it'd be like if everybody were to brush their teeth when they took the notion?
I think I see what you're driving at. You're saying ward policy is for them that can't brush after every meal.
Well, he just doesn't get it.
Oh, no, I think I do now. You're saying people be brushing their teeth whenever the spirit took them.
That's right.
And Lordy, can you imagine teeth being brushed at 6:30, 6:20, maybe even 6 o'clock?
Come on, Williams. We gotta get back to work.
Oh, yeah, wait on a minute. What's this here?
Where?
What's the stuff in this old can?
That's soap powder.
Well, I generally use paste. We'll talk about this ward policy shit later.
Give me the broom. There. Don't be gawking around like some useless cow. Get working! Move! Move!
Well, the parents don't like me. They say I'm too poor. They say I'm not worthy to enter your door. Hard living is my pleasure. My money is my own. And never my lackey can leave me alone. Good morning, Miss Ratshit. How's things on the outside?
You cannot run around here in a towel.
Oh, well, towels against ward policy too? Okay, I'll just take
Stop, don't you dare. You get back in there and put on your clothes this instant.
I'm afraid I can't do that, ma'am. Some thief in the night boosted my clothes.
Boosted. That outfit was supposed to be picked up to be laundered, Williams.
Mr. Warren's on laundry duty.
Warren, come here. Couldn't you see this man had on nothing but a towel?
And my cap.
Well,
He got up too early.
got up too early. You will fetch his clothing this instant, Mr. Warren, or face the next 2 weeks on geriatrics cleaning bedpans. And you get rid of that towel at once.
Oh, certainly. Ain't they some shit? There was a gift from a co-ed at Oregon State. She said I was some kind of symbol. Ooh, hey.
Very well, Mr. McMurphy. If you finish showing off your manly physique. I think you had better go get dressed.
Oh, delighted. Well, she took me to her parlor and cooled me with a fan and whispered in her mama's ear, I love big gambling man.
Haven't you got anything better to do than stand around and gape? I want this room spotless. Gentlemen, hadn't you better go get dressed?
I remember one Christmas, Papa. Here, at the hospital. It was right at midnight. And there's a big wind. And the door blows open. Whoosh! And here comes a fat man, all dressed in red. With a big white beard and mustache. Ho ho ho, he says. Like to stay, but must be hurrying along. Very tight schedule, you know. Well, the aides jumped in and pinned him down with their flashlights and gave him a tranquilizer and sent him round up to the stern. They kept him 6 years, Papa. And when they let him go, he was clean shaved and skinny as a pole.
Now, boys, before we open the meeting, I thought we would have a little discussion. Informal, on the subject of patient McMurphy.
Hey, where is McMurphy?
I thought it would be a good time for his interview with Dr. Speedy. Now, don't worry, we won't make any decisions, you understand? I just don't think that he should be allowed to go on upsetting the other patients.
I ain't upset.
Neither am I.
You may not realize you are.
I mean, right, Don? What do you think?
Well, I must say, it's a charming notion.
It's a real blast.
Doctor, we're in the middle of a meeting.
Oh, sorry. Go right ahead.
Yes, we were just discussing the matter of morale.
Oh, why, that's exactly what we were talking about. Well, I suggested. Or was it you?
Oh, hell no. What was your idea?
I suggested. Well, what would you think if we were to have a carnival?
A carnival?
Right here, in the ward. Wouldn't it be fun? I mean, we could have games, booths, decorations. What do you think, men?
I think it's a great idea.
And not without therapeutic value.
Oh, yes, lots of therapeutics in a carnival.
Yeah, Scanlon could do his human bomb act, and I can do a ring toss in occupational therapy.
Myself, I'd be glad to run a skill wheel. Hey, ya, step right up, ladies and gentlemen, and try your luck. A bonanza for a dime, a prize on every spin of the wheel.
Oh, fine.
I can sell things!
I'm rather good at palm readings.
Fine. What do you think, Miss Ratchet? A carnival, right here in the ward.
I agree. It may have therapeutic value, but it must be discussed in staff before a decision can be reached. Wasn't that your intention, Doctor?
Oh, yes, of course. I just thought, well, feeling out some of the patients. But a staff meeting, why, certainly.
Also, may I recommend that Mr. McMurphy's request for a visitor, as he puts it, a twitch named Candy Star, be denied until he becomes more familiar with the rules of this ward.
Well, Mr. McMurphy showed me his request in my office, and I figured, since he's been here a week already, I signed it.
I see. Very well. Billy Bibbit and his speech problems. Can you first recall, Billy, when you began to have speech difficulties? When did you begin to stutter?
the very first word I said, I stuttered, Mama. And then when I proposed to a girl, I flubbed it. I said, honey, will you till she broke out laughing.
Your mother's spoken to me about this girl, Billy. Apparently she was quite a bit beneath you. Was it that which frightened you?
No,
Then what was the matter?
I was in love with her.
Let me quote from your mother, Billy. She was a designing little slut who only wanted to marry my Billy because...
She was a lovely girl, and
Hey, I got something to take up.
If you wish to speak, you must first be recognized.
You mean you don't know me?
I know you, but I don't recognize you.
Say, you got a hell of a problem. Would you like to discuss it?
Doctor, I wonder if you shouldn't discuss Mr. McMurphy.
In what respect?
Well, since his arrival, I've noticed a definite deterioration of discipline on the ward. Perhaps another form of therapy.
What do you got in mind? Hooking me up to your little battery charger?
For your own good, Randall.
In a pig's gizzard.
I must say, nurse, I agree with patient McMurphy. I find him quite lucid, quite in touch. And in spite of his past record, he's exhibited no tendencies towards violence. So I must conclude that electroshock therapy is not indicated.
Very well, if there is nothing
Or
further.
say, Doctor, I'll get a little matter.
Doctor, I think you should point out the purpose of these meetings is therapy, and that these petty little
Petty? You call the World Series petty?
The World Series?
Well, sure, Doc. It starts Friday, the big game. They got this rule about only looking at TV at nighttime, so let's change it to afternoon.
For therapeutic purposes?
Therapeutic is all hell.
Or were you hoping, perhaps, to make bets on the games?
How about it, guys? Don't you want to watch the series, Cheswick?
Why not?
Scanlon.
I don't know, Mac.
Mr. Scanlon, as I recall, you refused to eat for 3 days until we allowed you to turn on the set at 6 instead of 6:30.
A man needs to see the news, don't he? God, they could have bombed us clear to hell to me a week before we knew.
You saying there's anything therapeutic at all about the news?
Well, maybe they won't bomb us this week.
Atta boy. Okay, let's take a vote. All those in favor? Oh, hey, what's this crap? I thought you guys could vote on stuff like this, right, Doc? Well, come on, who wants to watch those games? What's the matter with you guys?
3. I count 3, Mr. McMurphy. Not sufficient to change war policy. Now, if the matter's settled, maybe terminate the meeting.
Yeah, let's terminate the lousy meeting.
Listen, Randall, some of us have been here a long time, and some of us will be here a long time after you're gone. A long time after the World Series is over, and don't you realize, don't you,
I don't understand it. Don't understand it. Harding, what is the matter with you? What are you guys so afraid of? You know why, you bunch of gutless wonders. I ought to leave you to her. Yeah, that's what I ought to do. Bust on out of here and nail the door shut behind.
Yeah, all right, you're talking so big, just how would you break out?
Well, 40 ways.
Oh, name what?
You think I'm kidding, huh? There. That thing that Billy's sitting on. Like, throw it to that mesh window.
I don't recall anything about psychopaths being able to move mountains.
Well, hell, you tell me I can't lift that dinky thing?
That dinky thing weighs a quarter ton, and it contains all of the electrical equipment for the station.
Hell yes, try it, Mac. You'll short-circuit the controls and blow this whole hospital into orbit.
Who's willing to lay $5?
This is more foolhardy than you bet against the big nerds.
No, $5, you peckerheads. No one's gonna tell me I can't do something till I try. Here. Oh, I owe you some blackjack. I'll put up the whole shebang, double or nothing.
You're on.
Sure. Well, stand back, boys. Scanlon, you get the women and children someplace safe. Yeah.
Mac, you giving up?
Oh, no, hell no. I'm just warming up. Here goes the real life.
Mac. Yeah. No man could lift that thing.
I tried. I mean, goddammit, I tried.
There! The waterfall. How come I hear it, Papa? I hear it, and it sounds like in the spring. I see a salmon jump. I smell the snow where the wind is blowing off the peaks. And the tribe, out there, above the falls. Listen. The way they yell each time they spear a fish. How come, Papa? What's making it come back?
All right, work time. Get going.
Well, she took me to her house, took me up back to her room. We sat there chatting, and then she showed me her front food. Boy, it looked so tasty, and boy, it looked so nice. I said, come over here, darling, and we'll play real nice. It's one leg over my shoulder, two legs over my shoulder.
Mr. McMurphy!
Ma'am?
Would you step out here, please?
Unfortunately, I had to go in a hurry.
Oh, Mr. McMurphy, that is an outrage.
No, ma'am, that is a latrine.
You were supposed to get those fixtures clean.
Well, they may not be clean enough for some, but me, I'm planning on pissing in them, not eating my lunch out of them.
I think we'll have to find you another job.
Take over, buddy. You boys ready to pay off them IOUs?
You haven't won yet, friend.
Oh, does the spearmint lose its flavor on the bedpost overnight? When you chew it in the morning,
Visitor!
it's too hard to play.
Mr. McMurphy.
McMurphy?
Candy, baby!
Mr. McMurphy, please identify your visitor.
Look, she's my goddamn mother! Buddies, this is Candy Star.
Hiya, boys. How's every little thing? Hey, Pop, what they got you in for?
Right?
Honey, this is Billy Bibbit. Would you believe it? He's a virgin.
Aw, they lock you up for that?
Come over here, Doug. Well, how's Sandy doing?
Tied up, man. I mean, like, really? She got married.
Got which?
Can you picture that? Old Sandy married.
Wow. Well, who to?
You remember Artie from Beaverton? He always used to show up at parties with some weird thing, a gopher snake or a white rat, some weird thing like that. Jesus, a real maniac!
It's okay, honey. They're a lot crazier on the outside.
You down, McMurphy?
Mr. McMurphy?
Okay.
Are you alright, baby? I mean, are they treating you alright?
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, the grub, sensational. And the bed they give a man, well, why don't I show you?
Why not?
Mr. McMurphy?
Okay. Here. I think she wants to watch. Listen, honey, you talk about the old parties and all, give me an idea. I bet I could fix it so we could throw one right here.
Are you kidding?
Maybe we can bring Sandra.
I told you, Sandy got married.
Oh, she still digs parties?
Oh, sure, but how did it get in?
Mr. McMurphy, I am afraid you'll have to ask your visitor to leave.
Hey, I just got here.
Okay, later, baby. Say so long to the fellows.
Down, McMurphy. Later, boys.
Nice kid. Comes from a good family.
You're not really gonna do it.
Why not?
Party here?
That's the scam.
With candy?
Cute trick, huh? How'd you like to bump bellies with that, huh?
Oh, boy.
My friend, for pure audacity, that proposition wins the analyst's Oscar.
Well, I plan to fling the greatest brawl ever been flung in the loony bin.
Oh boy, we're gonna have a party!
We? Who said anything about we?
You mean we're not invited?
Nope.
But why?
Because I'm tired of you jerks, that's why. You know what's going on right now? The World Series, and you dickheads kept me from seeing it.
But Mac, we tried.
Well, sure. You and Scanlon. The rest too scared to put up their hands.
Well, I'm sorry, Mac. I mean, if the matter weren't already closed, we could...
Anything in the rules says you can't vote again?
No, I don't recall. There is.
Well then.
Gentlemen, haven't you got work to do?
Sure. But right now, we got a special meeting of the Patients' Council.
Called by whom?
Mr. Dale Harding, President.
That's right, Miss Ratched.
For what purpose?
For the
purpose of taking a revote on changing TV time to afternoon.
I see.
Okay, boys?
One moment. Don't you feel perhaps that Mr. McMurphy is imposing his personal desires on you? I've been thinking perhaps you might be happier if he were to be transferred to another ward.
You can't sit with Disturb just for bringing up a vote.
That's right.
I see. Very well. Are you sure one more vote will satisfy you?
Well, I just want to see once and for all which of these birds got any guts and which doesn't.
Very well. All those in favor of changing television time to afternoon, raise your hands.
Batter up!
One moment, please. The rules call for a unanimous vote.
Oh, unanimous. You mean you want the chief to vote?
all the patients present on the ward.
That's how you work this Democratic ward stuff? Of all the crappy things I ever heard!
McMurphy, you seem upset about that. I will have to make
No, just hold on a minute.
The meeting is
Just
closed.
hold on one last minute. Chief! Chief! Chief, come here. Come out here, Chief. Come here. Chief, it's now or never. We're men or we're monkeys. We make or we break. Now get that hand up and vote.
Don't be ridiculous. The poor man can't even hear you.
Come on, Chief, get that hand up now.
Nurse Ratched.
Unanimous, yes! Come here, you big, gorgeous monster. Best seat in the house.
Okay, let her rip.
This is gonna be great.
And he swings at a bad pitch, 0-5. And the count is 3-2 with the tying run on second base. It's the bottom of the sixth. A hit and run situation. Here comes the windup. Oh, and it's...
The meeting was closed.
Matt.
You gentlemen will return to your duties. Did you hear me?
Don't move, Billy. You sit back down.
Did you hear me?
Oh, look at that! It's a hit right down the middle.
Run, you mother-loving turkey! Run!
Two bases!
He dropped the ball!
Keep going, little guy, keep going! Nursey, would you mind getting me a Red Hot and a can of beer? Roxy!
ball, give me the ball. All right, go. Yeah! Go get, come on! Get in there, man, come on, go! That's it. Come on, shoot it. Go get it, come on! Go on, Martini! Oh, go, Stanley, come on, get there, come on! Here, just wait, Rocky, how many times did I tell you? Stand still. It ain't right for the basket to be chasing the ball, okay? Okay, that's it. Martini, just shoot it. Hey, George! Martini, there's only 5 men on the team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So stop hallucinating, okay? Let's go. Hey!
You can't be playing basketball in here.
Why not? Oh, wait. Don't tell me. Against ward policy.
That's right, buddy.
Oh, we got an alumni game coming up. Ooh, hi, honey. Hey, you want to take a look at that thing?
Stay back.
Don't want to hurt you. I just want to look at
Good game. Warren, take Mr. Ruckley down. We do have our little difficulties, don't we? Well, it'll all be worked out. After all, we have weeks, months, if necessary, even years.
You got her on the ropes, Mac.
She's groggy, Mac. All you need is the knockout punch.
Just shut up for a second, will you? What you mean by that?
What, Mac?
That years bit. Oh, come on. Why does she act like she's holding aces?
I guess, maybe it's because you're, committed.
Well, sure, I'm committed, but my sentence only got 5 months to run, so... All right, give me the bit.
Mac, it's not like a jail sentence. In jail, you've got a date ahead when you know you'll be set free, but in here, if you're committed...
You mean I'm stuck in here till she wants to turn me loose? Hey! Well, that means I got as much to lose bugging that old buzzard as you do.
More. I'm voluntary.
You're a witch?
I'm not committed. As a matter of fact, there aren't many of us on the ward who are.
Are you shitting me? Billy, you must be committed. Then why? Why? You're just a young kid. You should be out in a convertible, cruising for babes. All of you guys, why the hell do you stay? You gripe, you bitch, how you can't stand the big nurse, can't stand this place, and here the whole time you ain't committed? Well, what in the hell is the matter with you? Ain't you got any guts?
Sure, that's it. We haven't got any guts. I could get out this afternoon if... You think I want to stay here? Sure, I'd love a convertible and a girlfriend, but have you ever had people laughing at you? No, because you're tough. Well, I'm not tough. Neither is Harding. Neither is Cheswick. You talk like we're in here because... What's the use?
Okay. Why didn't you tell me?
What?
That she can keep me here till my dying day.
Well, I guess it didn't occur.
Well, that's a lot of crap! Oh. Now I get it. Now I get why you guys keep coming at me like I'm Jesus, Q, Christ. I got everything to lose and you did. Well, hooey! How do you like that? You bastards conned me. Conned by a bunch of wackos.
Mac, believe me!
No! To hell with that! And to hell with you! I got enough of my own worries, but don't get hooked on yours. So quit bugging me. All of you, quit bugging me!
Mr. McMurphy, what are you planning to do with that?
Well, I'm planning to use it, ma'am. I'm planning to scrub them urinals so clean we'll have to wear dark glasses every time we pee.
Mr. Harding,
Yes, Miss Ratchet.
have you gentlemen been reasoning with Mr. McMurphy?
Yes, Miss Ratchet.
Just what did you tell him?
We explained the therapeutic community.
I see. That's fine, boys.
Hey, Chief, you alright? I saw you get up. Figured maybe I'd come out here to scrape off some more of that 1,000-year-old gum. Took away my canteen privileges, so that's all I got.
Thank you.
That's okay. Hey! Try that again. You're a little bit rusty.
Thank you.
No, Chief. No. Now, what I'm laughing at is that I just caught wise to what you've been doing all these years. You know, biding your time till you tell them off.
No. I'll be afraid.
How's that?
I'm not big enough.
Oh boy, you are crazy. No, I've been on a few reservations in my time, but you are the biggest damn engine I've ever seen.
My papa was bigger.
Yeah?
He was a full chief, and his name was Tiha Mulatuna. That means the pine that stands tallest on the mountain. But my mother got twice his size.
You must have had a real mooseful old lady.
Oh, she wasn't big that way. She wasn't Indian neither. She was a town woman. Her name was Bromden.
Well, I think I understand what you're saying. When a town woman marries an Indian, that's marrying beneath her, ain't it? And, your pappy had to take her name.
She said she wouldn't be married to no man with a name like Tia Mulatuna. But was it only her that made him little? Everybody worked on him. The way they're working on you.
They who?
The Combine. It wanted us to live someplace else. It wanted to take away our waterfall. In town, they beat up Papa in the alleys, cut off his hair. The Combine's big. Big. He fought it a long time till my mother made him too little to fight anymore. Then he signed the papers.
What papers, Chief?
The ones that gave everything to the government. The village, the falls.
I remember, but I heard the tribe that paid some huge amount.
That's what the government guy said. Here's a whole big pot of money. And Papa said, what can you pay for the way a man lives? What can you pay for his right to be an Indian? He didn't understand. And neither did the tribe. They stood in front of our door, holding those checks, asking, what should we do now? And Papa couldn't tell them because he was too little and too drunk.
What happened to him?
He kept drinking till he died. They found him in an alley and threw dirt in his eyes. The Combine whipped him. It beats everybody. Yes. Yes, it does. Oh, they don't bust you outright. They work on you. Ways you can't even see.
Okay.
They get a hold of you, they install things. And if you fight, they lock you up someplace and make you stop and they torture you.
It's okay. Oh, it's okay. Oh, it's okay.
Okay. You hear him?
Well, Canada hunker's flying south. It'll be early winter, Chief. Oh, look. There they go. Right across the moon.
Wire, Briar, Limberlock.
Huh?
It's an old children's rhyme. My grandmama taught it to me.
Oh. Yeah, I remember. You play it with your fingers. Hold on your hands, Chief. Wire, briar, limber, lock.
3 geese in the flock.
1 flew east.
1 flew west.
And 1 flew over the cuckoo's nest.
O-U-T spells out.
Goose swoops down and plucks you out.
McMurphy, you gonna crawfish? I mean, you gonna back down?
What's the difference?
Are you?
Hey, you remember when I tried to lift that thing? I bet you could do it.
I'm too little.
Why don't you give it a try?
I'm not big enough.
That'd be one sure way to find out. When you're ready, you let me make book on it. Like, who boy? That will be a killer.
McMurphy, make me big again.
Well, hell, Chief. It looks to me like you grown half a foot already.
How can I be big if you ain't? How can anyone?
Council meeting, patients' council meeting.
Enemy at 3 o'clock! Enemy planes at 3 o'clock!
Knock it off, Martini! There's no one there!
Don't you see him? Don't you see him?
There's no one there! I tell you now, stop it! There's no one there!
I thought I seen them.
Boys, I have given a great deal of thought to what I am about to say. I have discussed it with the staff and we agree that there should be some form of punishment for the unspeakable behavior of yesterday. Most of you are here because you could not adjust to the outside world. You broke the rules of society, and at some time, in your childhood perhaps, you were allowed to get away with that. But when you broke a rule, you knew it. You wanted to be punished, needed it. But the punishment did not come. And that leniency on the part of your parents may have formed the germ of your present illness. Now I remind you of this because it is entirely for your own good that we enforce discipline. Is there any comment? Then I assume you understand me and agree, but you also have to understand it is difficult to enforce discipline in these surroundings. And after all, what can we do to you? You can't be arrested. You can't be sent to an institution. You're already there. All we can do is take away privileges. And so, after carefully considering the circumstances, we have decided to take away certain privileges which allowed, no, encouraged yesterday's rebellion. First, For 30 days, there will be no viewing of television. Second, the privilege of playing cards during recreation hours is hereby rescinded.
Excuse me. Is that all?
No, not quite. There is one more matter. The behavior of a patient who has been here almost as long as I. Longer, I believe, than any of you. You know, of course, to whom I refer. Mr. Bromden long ago was diagnosed as catatonic. For that reason, because it was assumed he could not communicate, we gave him up. We forgot poor Mr. Bromden. But don't misunderstand, Mr. Bromden acted wrongly too. Now, we are happy to know that he can be reached, but disappointed to learn he would conceal it from us, thereby refusing to cooperate in his own cure. Now, if Mr. Bromden can hear, isn't it also logical to assume that he can also speak? I think he should speak to us right now. His first contribution to group therapy. And how appropriate if those first words were to be an apology. An apology for the behavior that may detriment
Murphy!
Mr. Murphy!
Bang it alone!
Mr.
Good!
Murphy! I am
Good! I've been waiting for this! Good!
Jesus, that look on Warren's face. That look when you put the old bear hug on him. Come on, Chief. I want you to laugh right out loud. I mean, you gotta laugh, especially when things ain't funny. That's a ticket. You know, that's the way you keep yourself grounded. Hey, you know something? You're getting bigger. Now look at that foot, the size of a flat car. You keep growing like that, pretty soon they got to spring you. Then there'll be big Chief Bromden cutting down the boulevard, men, women, and kids rocking back on their heels to peer up at him. Well, 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 what's this giant here taking 10 feet at a step and ducking for telephone wires, comes stomping through town, stops just long enough for virgins. The rest of you twitches, don't even bother lining up.
What's so amusing?
I ain't sure you get the point.
Don't you boys feel sorry for what you did?
I don't guess so, ma'am, so whatever you're gonna do, get on and do it.
Randall, I spoke to the staff. We had a meeting and decided it would be best for you to receive shock therapy. But we won't. Prepared you are provided to admit your mistakes.
You got a paper I can sign?
A paper?
Yeah. Then you can add some other stuff on there, like how I'm part of a plot to overthrow the government, or how I think life on your ward is the sweetest fucking thing this side of Hawaii.
Randall, we are trying to help you.
Do I get my pants slit? Are you gonna shave my head? Don't be scared, Chief. I'll go first. They can't hurt me. They can't hurt you. What's that?
Conductant.
Anoint this my head with conductant. Do I get a crown of thorns?
Papa. Papa.
Oh, yeah, don't holler, Chief. You gotta holler, you make it guts ball.
Guts ball.
Well, that engine. Oh boy, I do get a crown.
Guts ball.
Wire,
Guts
wire, limber lock. 3 geese in a flock. 1 for each. Oh, there. Oh, there.
Guts ball.
May I, Doctor? We have just come from the Treasurer's office and have here a memorandum of extreme interest concerning patient Randall McMurphy.
Yeah, where you got him? Up and disturbed?
No, Mr. Scanlon, he's in the recovery room and will be back very shortly. This, gentlemen, is a record of Mr. McMurphy's gains in the short time he has been croupier of his little Monte Carlo here on the ward. How much did you lose, Billy? Mr. Harding, I am sure you are aware of what your personal losses were, but do you know what Mr. McMurphy's winnings came to? According to deposits, he has made $300. I just don't think there should be any delusions as to his motives.
Miss Ratched, he never made any pretense about his motives.
That's right.
Said he was out to take us, and by God, he's done it.
Mac?
Stand back, you peckerheads! Here comes the champ! Old McMurphy, the 10,000-watt psychopath! Howdy, buddies! Howdy, Doc! Misread shit! And here, ladies and gentlemen, right before your very eyes, the wild man who dotes on high voltage and eats 2 eggs each and every morning for breakfast.
We are in the middle of a meeting.
Oh, do continue. Who we tearing up today?
Since you found it so enjoyable, perhaps a few more treatments.
Oh, please, ma'am. I mean, look at the good a few measly volts have done. I bet if we double the charge, I could pick up channel 8.
Doctor,
Miss Ratched.
I would like to withdraw my suggestion as to further shock.
Oh.
Yes. I think it might be more appropriate to consider surgical procedure.
Ma'am?
An operation. Quite simple, really, and we have an excellent record in aggressive cases.
Aggressive? Ma'am, I'm as friendly as a pup. There ain't no cause, you know, cut.
Randall, there is no cutting involved.
Besides, wouldn't do no good to lock 'em off. I got another pair at home. Big as baseball.
Doctor, one moment, please. I should like to return to the subject.
What subject?
The question of surgical procedure for patient McMurphy.
Not warranted except for cases of uncontrollable violence.
He has exhibited violence.
Should we say there was a certain provocation? No, Miss Ratched. Since you have brought the matter up in group rather than staff, I must state my opinion. I do not approve surgical procedure in the absence of recurrent violence.
And if it should recur?
Then we may reconsider. Mr. McMurphy, I would bear that in mind if I were you.
Very well. Behave yourself, boys.
Well, do change your mind about those treatments, ma'am. I just adore your little battery charger. What was that surgical procedure stuff?
I think she means lobotomy.
Well, what's that?
Well, it's kind of like a castration, but for the brain.
Okay, well, what does it do to you?
They say he used to be a real rough character.
Jesus.
Mac, we've been talking it over, the boys and I, and we think you ought to get out of here.
Get out of here.
Yeah, well, we figured out a way. See, tonight, as soon as it gets dark, I'm gonna set fire to my mattress. And then we'll make a holler, and when the firemen come, they're gonna leave the door open, right? Then we just rush you out.
Boys, it's as good as a TV show, and I thank you. But if I left, I'd miss the party.
Party?
Well, you forgotten?
Holy cow!
Well, you wouldn't want me to miss Billy cash his virginity, would you? Mac, boys. Tonight, them windows be wide open, and I'll sashay right on out. We're making a going away party, huh? Oh, cool.
Supper time, gentlemen. Move your feet. Move!
Psst, Billy. Take your vitamins, Billy boy, because I'm telling you, that candy girl.
Oh, man.
Oh, now. Look at all bashful on me. I'm betting you can burn that woman down.
That's right. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna burn her down.
Say, you got any bread?
How much?
I don't know, about $50.
50? What for?
Well, Candy's laying off the liquor and there's old Pecker had to take care of it. What the hell are you looking down your nose at?
Something Miss Ratchet said.
Yeah? What'd she say?
About you always coming out ahead. Always winning things.
Winning. Who boy? Winning.
Lord help me, I thought you were a snake.
She showed up yet?
She who?
Candy.
I don't know nothing about no candy.
McMurphy said he made a deal with you.
I ain't got the slightest inclination of what you're talking about.
Don't go away.
I ain't going nowhere.
What's the beef?
Ain't no beef.
What so?
Ain't no money change hands neither.
Here. Beg, borrow, stole.
You know, if she find out about this, she'd fire my ass.
She's bringing liquor, Willie.
Yeah?
Yeah, a bottle of scotch and one of vodka. Which one do you like?
Sorta like them both.
Well, what are we supposed to drink?
You ain't supposed to be drinking at all.
Any sign?
Mary sign.
Oh, Lordy, am I stupid? How's she supposed to find the right window in the dark? Turn on the lights.
No, that's dangerous. Nurse Ratchet, she'll see the whole
Oh,
ward lit
come
up.
on, Willie, she's asleep.
That old shitcoat never sleeps.
Hey! Where's the party?
In there.
Oh, boy!
Give me the window key.
I ain't supposed
Give me.
That better be some damn good liquor.
Open the window, huh? Go ahead.
She walks in beauty!
Well, let her in. Let this mad stud enter. Oh, don't Mama McMurphy me, Billy. Too late to back out now.
You damn McMurphy!
Candy, baby.
Hey!
All right,
What
well,
the hell?
that's okay, then. What happened to this one?
We got the rest of it right here.
We?
Oh, Lordy. I forgot Sandra's out there.
Hi, Mac.
Oh, Sandy, baby. What'd you do with your husband?
That creep?
Ah, she up and left him.
Ain't that a hoot? Listen, you can only take so many funsies like ants in your pants and frogs down your bra. Jesus, what a creep.
Hello, Billy.
Hello.
Oh.
Ouch!
You okay, baby?
Somebody pinched my ass.
Hey, I gotta find something to drink. Cheswick, find something to mix it in.
Woo! Candy girl, is this for real? I mean, are we really in an asylum? Tell the truth. Are you really not?
Oh, absolutely, madam. We are psycho-ceramics, the cracked pots of humanity. Would you like me to decipher a Rorschach?
Cocktail shaker!
What do we got here? Ooh. Citric acid, artificial coloring, 60% inert material.
22% alcohol.
Oh, 10% codeine. Warning, maybe habit forming.
Nothing like a good bad habit.
Tincture of Nux vomica.
That'll give it body.
Here is the cups.
Just cut it a little bit.
Jeez, what a blast. Is this really happening?
No, man, the whole thing is a collaboration between Mark Twain and Franz Kafka.
Bar is open.
Interesting.
You want to do it?
Tastes like cough medicine.
Excuse me, I got a tinkle.
You know, this stuff gives one the feeling of,
No more rabbits?
old friend, you've taught me that mental illness can have an aspect of power. Perhaps the more insane a man is, the more powerful he can become.
Sure. Hitler.
This place is dangerous!
Hey, wrong way, sweetie. This way.
Come on, Billy! Come on!
Hey, how about the seclusion room?
Sure. The place is one big mattress.
One moment. Shall we send them off without benefit of ceremony? Come, children, here, before me. Matt, bring Ruckley, will you? We need a centerpiece. Okay. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here in the sight of Freud to celebrate the end of innocence and cheer on its demise. Who stands sponsor for the benedict?
R.P. McMurphy.
And for the bride? Very well then. Do you, Candy Star, take this man to love and cherish for such brief time as rules and regulations will allow?
I do!
And do you, William Bibbert, take this woman to have and to hold until the night shift changes and our rebels end?
He does.
Yeah.
Most merciful God, we ask that you accept these two into your kingdom and keep the door ajar for all the rest of us, for this may be our final fling, and we are doomed henceforth to the terrible burden of sanity. As comes the dawn, we shall most assuredly be lined up against the wall and fired upon with bullets of Paxil, Prozac, Thorazine. Go, my children, sin while ye may, for tomorrow we shall be tranquilized.
Mr. Ruckley, you did a fine job.
Sandy, baby.
It was just so damn beautiful!
You know, Mac, we sure are gonna miss you.
Why don't y'all come along?
Oh, I'll be going home soon, but gotta do things my own way, you know. Sign the papers, call the wife and tell her to pick me up at a certain time, you understand.
Well, sure, but what is it with you guys?
You mean what drove us here in the first place? Oh, I don't know. A lot of theories. But I do know what drives people like you, strong people, crazy.
All right, what?
People like us.
Bull.
Oh, yes, Mac.
Hey, what's happening at the party? Go on, drink up, your mother-loving loonies. Big Mac's tend the bar. What do you say? No, man.
Hey.
Chief, that you?
I guess so.
What are you doing, declaring war?
My tribe never made war on nobody.
That's some sorry damn tribe.
Well, maybe that was a mistake. We should have.
Was that... Did I see?
That's in this thing.
Oh, God, she's gone to get help. Mac, you have got to get out of here.
Okay. As soon as I say bye to my buddy.
In a hurry! Sandy!
You coming back?
Best damn buddies I ever had.
Don't hang around!
Hey, you'll be alright. But you ain't. If I hear about it, I will come busting back in this place and fucking burn it down.
Come on, Mac!
Everyone remain right where you are. Stand still. Warren, room check. Williams, get this place in order. So, we had a little party thrown, no doubt, by Mr. McMurphy. I wonder, was there some sort of profit in it?
Oh, very smart. Trying to bug me till I blow. Well, shut it, lady, because I'm hip.
Where were they?
Seclusion room, on the floor.
William Bivett. Oh, Billy. I am so ashamed.
I'm not.
Oh, Billy, how could you? With a woman like this.
Like what?
Cheap, low, painted.
She's not. She's good and sweet.
Leave her alone. Have you thought about what this is going to do to your poor mother? She has always been so proud of your decency. Have you thought about what this is going to do to her? Have you?
No, you don't.
You don't need to tell her. How could I not?
Don't tell her, Miss Ratchet.
Billy,
Don't.
dear, I have to tell her that you were found on the floor of the seclusion room with this prostitute. That you and she.
No, I didn't. I mean, she made me do it.
You cannot expect me to believe that she pulled you in there forcibly.
It was the others. They made fun of me. They teased me. They called me names.
Who, Billy?
McMurphy. It was McMurphy.
Billy.
It's all right, Billy. Now, Billy, I want you to go to Dr. Speedy's office. Wait for him there. You're going to be needing attention.
Miss Ratchet, you're not going to tell my mother?
It's all right, Billy. It's going to be all right.
McMurphy.
And you, miss, if you're not out of here within 10 seconds, I will have you jailed as a common prostitute.
Are you coming back?
Aren't you, Mr. McMurphy? Why don't you? You've already plundered these poor people of everything they have. So why don't you get out, Mr. McMurphy? Get out while the getting's good. Run, Mr. McMurphy. Save your own skin, because there is no more profit to be made out of these poor, helpless...
Nurse Ratchet! Oh my God, Nurse Ratchet!
Nobody's blaming you, Mac.
That's right. Nobody's blaming you.
He cut his throat. He went into the doctor's desk, found an instrument, and cut his throat. That poor boy killed himself. He's in there now with his throat cut. I hope you're satisfied. Playing with human lives. Gambling with human lives as though you were God. Are you God, Mr. McMurphy? Somehow, I don't think that you are God.
No, Mac, it's what she wants.
Don't you think I know it?
Come on, Mr. McMurphy. Mr. Big, strong, masculine.
Papa, they got to me again. They got the wires on me. They're giving orders. Go right, go left, do this, do that. Sign the papers 20 times and don't step on the grass. Where can I run? How can I get away? Papa, there's no place to hide no more. No place to hide.
Hey-ya, come on, suckers! The game is 21. You sit or you hit. What'll it be, Scanlon?
I wasn't paying any mind.
Well, pay some mind.
Gosh, if only we knew where they got him, what they're doing. Damn near a whole week now.
Hey, you know what a guy down at the dining room told me? He said McMurphy knocked out 2 aides, took the keys and escaped.
That sounds like Mac.
What ward was your informant from?
Disturbed.
Somebody told me they caught him and sent him back to the work farm.
Who?
Somebody.
And a loony in occupational therapy told me McMurphy had sprouted wings and was last seen soaring in circles overhead, defecating on the hospital.
Honest?
Isn't it past your bedtime?
Nurse Ratchet, what we want to know
Is McMurphy coming back? I think we have a right.
I agree, Mr. Harding. He will be back. Don't you believe me?
Lady, we think you are full of bull.
I assure you, Mr. McMurphy will be back. Now, it's time you were in bed. Bring him in, boys. That's fine, boys. That's just fine.
What's it say?
McMurphy, Brandel Patrick, post-operative. Prefrontal lobotomy.
So they done it.
That ain't McMurphy.
No?
Nah, just some dummy they rigged up.
Think so?
Yeah. Factory made.
I bet he's right.
They've done a pretty fair job though. See, even the busted nose.
They can do noses.
Look. Its eyes is open.
All smoked up.
Nobody inside.
How stupid does that old bitch think we are?
Gee. I wish McMurphy would come back.
Hey, you guys remember the time McMurphy pinched Nurse Ratchet on the ass and said he was just trying to stay in touch?
And them things he used to write in the logbook? Madam, do you wear a B cup or a C cup or any old cup at all?
Hey, do you remember the time that mousy little nurse?
The one that wears a cross.
Yeah. She dropped a pill down the front of her uniform, and then McMurphy tried to help her get it out, and then she hollers,
"Don't touch me! I'm a Catholic."
Yeah! Oh man.
Remember the time we went on the boat?
That didn't happen. Shut the fuck up.
What in heaven's name is going on? They come in cackling like a pack of geese. How's a man supposed to get any sleep? Chief! Chief, let go! Let go! Oh, Christ. Oh. Jesus. I've still got the key. Chief! Chief! Get going! Get going! Chief, do you hear me? If you're gone, they can't prove anything. Anybody can die post-operative. It happens all the time. We won't tell, but the big nurse, she'll look at you. She'll ask questions and you'll talk.
What should I do?
Beat it!
Out there?
Flag a ride on the highway, head north, Canada. We'll say he was alive after you busted out.
I'm afraid. I can't do it. I'm not big enough.
You are as big as you're gonna get.
No. McMurphy said he said. McMurphy said.
Chief, what are you doing? Chief! Oh shit, they're gonna come down here with an army! Chief, just get going! You're gonna make it out there!
I got it, Hardy. I got it.
Just get going!
Yeah. I've been away a long time.